क्या चंद विधायकों का बहुमत सालों पुराने मूल राजनैतिक संगठन से बड़ा हो सकता है? क्या सिर्फ संख्या बल के दम पर किसी पार्टी के नाम और निशान पर कब्जा सही है? शिवसेना विवाद में आज देश की सबसे बड़ी अदालत यानी सुप्रीम कोर्ट में एक बार फिर हाई वोल्टेज बहस देखने को मिली। उद्धव गुट की तरफ से देश के दिग्गज और वरिष्ठ वकील कपिल सिब्बल ने कोर्ट रूम में बेहद तीखे कानूनी तर्क रखे। सिब्बल ने सीधा सवाल उठाया कि जो विधायक कल तक पार्टी प्रमुख के फैसले से चुने गए, वो आज पूरी पार्टी के वजूद को कैसे नकार सकते हैं। उन्होंने दल बदल कानून और लोकतांत्रिक सिद्धांतों का हवाला देते हुए इसे संवैधानिक आत्महत्या करार दिया। सिब्बल ने कोर्ट के सामने यह दलील भी दी कि चुनाव आयोग का फैसला कानूनी तौर पर सही नहीं था, क्योंकि मूल संगठन ही हमेशा सर्वोपरि होता है। हालांकि सुप्रीम कोर्ट की माननीय बेंच ने भी दोनों पक्षों की बात सुनते हुए कड़े कानूनी सवाल पूछे हैं और सभी जरूरी दस्तावेज जमा करने को कहा है। आखिर सिब्बल के इन भारी भरकम कानूनी तर्कों पर कोर्ट का क्या रुख रहा और क्या सिब्बल की दलीलें इस पूरे केस का रुख मोड़ देंगी? आइए इस पूरी कानूनी बहस को समझते हैं।
So let us kindly take the thinner volume, which has the list of dates, and the thicker volume, which is a consolidation of all the relevant documents.
So dates you had already given, that one or fresh one?
We now made a common list of dates, Mother, so it's better we just quickly go through that.
Yes. That's very good. Now there is one complaint.
Now it's easy, as you lords don't have to flip from one volume to another. Mother, just the thinner volume first, Mother. Shiv Sena, Mother, is a political party. 2013 to 22 is a political party duly recognized by the Election Commission. Party holds organizational elections every 5 years, and results thereof are communicated to the Election Commission. Bharatiya Thackeray served as Shiv Sena Pramukh until his demise in 2012. After him, Uddhav was unanimously elected as Shiv Sena Paksh Pramukh. In the organizational elections held on 23/1/2013, Uddhav Thackeray had co-opted 6 deputy leaders in exercise of his discretionary powers. Now let us note this, under Article 11A of the party constitution. This was duly communicated to the Election Commission. Now take the thicker volume and page 18 of that.
Yes, on that day also you showed.
Yes, I know. Just only note one fact. Upon him, at last but one paragraph, after the election procedure was completed, Shiv Sena Paksh Pramukh co-opted 6 deputy leaders under his absolute discretionary powers conferred upon him as per the Shiv Sena Party Constitution, Article 11A. So, Maharaj, we mentioned the article of the Constitution. And the Election Commission says, well, this is a document of 2018 that we don't have that constitution. We tell them this is not in any other constitution, it's only in that constitution. Now let's come back to the list of dates. Similarly, organizational elections were held in 2018, in which Uddhav Thackeray was again elected unopposed as Shiv Sena Paksh Pramukh. Uddhav Thackeray, in exercise of his powers under the party constitution, inter alia appointed Eknath Shinde as Shiv Sena leader. This was communicated to the Election Commission via letter dated 27/2/2018. That's at page 21 of the compilation. And I referred that to my lord on the previous occasion.
The letter of 27th February 18.
Yes. Correct. And we gave Millers who were the people who were appointed, including Eknath Shinde. At page 24 of the compilation I've given to your lords. And they are on the website of the Election Commission. Nobody disputes any of this. So both parties, Millers, are in agreement on one thing, that we were appointed under a constitution which neither of us challenged.
What is the date of the earlier communication? That was
28/1/2013.
So this Article 11A is communicated to the Election Commission in January 2013 or March 13. In any case, it is received.
Yes.
Mr. Sibal, can you just confirm from your instructing counsel? There is a signature on top right hand side at page 18.
Yes.
It might be receipt of this document.
It's received.
It is received, Mother.
The stamp also.
The stamp also says 13th March. of the election
So it
commission.
is duly received on,
Yes, yes, nobody disputes that. It's on their website even today, Malaj.
all right. Now come to 27th February 18.
Yes, Malaj. Now, 27th February, page 21. 27th February, organizational elections of Shiv Sena were conducted on 23rd January at Mumbai, and the information regarding the designations and names of the party office bearers sought by your office, Election Commission of India, is being enclosed herewith in format for your record. So they seek Malaj in the format, and we give it to them in the format. And Malaj, your lordships will find that at annexure 2 of that document, which is at page 24, you have Eknath Shinde, who is part of the National Executive, as one of the Shiv Sena leaders. He's item 4 there. So, Malaj, both parties are in agreement that they were appointed by the Paksh Pramukh, which is only under the 2013-2018 Constitution. The 1999 Constitution has no Paksh Pramukh. Malaj. Now, let's get back to the list of dates. Normalers. Now, this is very important. The party leadership under Uddhav Thackeray set up candidates and contested the following elections. 2014 Lok Sabha elections, secured 18 seats. 2014 Maharashtra Legislative Assembly elections, secured 63 seats. 2019 Lok Sabha elections, secured 18 seats. And 2019 Maharashtra Legislative Assembly elections for 56 seats. This is all, Malaj, under 2013 and 2018, in which he is the Paksh Pramukh. And Malaj, Election Commission, Malaj, as your lordship knows, under paragraph 15, doesn't have the jurisdiction to decide whether the constitution is valid or not valid. That's not the domain of the Election Commission under paragraph 15. And yet, Malaj, the Election Commission goes into it and says, you're 2013-18 not on record. I don't bother about it. So you are nobody. Now, moreover, Shiv Sena under Uddhav Thackeray was part of the ruling coalition governments in Maharashtra from 2014 to 19 and 19 to 22. 19 to 22, I was the chief minister and he was a minister in my cabinet. And they never raised the issue, Malaj, that I am not, there is no 2018 constitution or 2013. Or that I am the political party. No issue, Malaj. So how can an election commission, when both parties are in agreement that this is the structure of the party, to say, I will not accept it? Anyway. Then, Malaj, election commission, the speaker of the assembly and also the honorable speaker of the Lok Sabha never disputed or doubted the capacity of Shiv Sena's party leadership under Uddhav Thackeray to set up candidates for elections, form the government and function in the House through its legislators. Moreover, without demur, Eknath Shinde served as minister in the Maharashtra government from 2014 to 19 under the leadership of Uddhav Thackeray. He functioned as part of Shiv Sena's Rashtriya Karyakarani as a leader of the nominated by Uddhav Thackeray from 2018 and also served as minister from 2019 to 22 under Uddhav Thackeray as chief minister. Thus, the party leadership of Shiv Sena under Uddhav Thackeray was never in doubt or under a cloud from any quarter, neither from the respondents nor from the constitutional authorities like the Election Commission of India or the Honorable Speaker, Maharashtra Legislative Assembly. Then 30th of October 2019 to 25th of November 2019, Uddhav Thackeray in his capacity as party president appointed Eknath Shinde as group leader of Shiv Sena Legislature Party and Sunil Prabhu as the chief whip. The decisions were taken at a meeting chaired by Uddhav Thackeray on the 31st of October 2019 and communicated to the Honorable Speaker via letter dated 25/11. Your lordships will find at page 79 of the paper book.
Translated is at 84.
Translated is at 84, mothers. That's 25th of November 2018 at page 84 of the convenience compilation. The second paragraph says,
84.
84, Malas.
84.
84. Says Shiv Sena's, sorry, Malas. Newly elected members, MLAs meeting was convened at Shiv Sena Bhavan on 31st October. The meeting was chaired by Uddhav Thackeray. All the newly elected MLAs and Shiv Sena party unanimously resolved that all the decisions of today's meeting be decided by Uddhav Thackeray and authorized Uddhav Thackeray to take all the decisions in the meeting. Thus, Eknath Shinde and Sunil Prabhu were appointed as group leader and chief whip of the Shiv Sena Legislative Party in the Maharashtra Legislative Assembly. The resolution passed in this regard is as follows. It is resolved in the newly elected MLAs meeting of Shiv Sena Party that Shri Eknath Shinde is appointed as the group leader of the Shiv Sena Party in the legislature. It is resolved in the newly elected MLAs meeting of the Shiv Sena Party that Sunil Prabhu be appointed as the chief whip of the Shiv Sena Legislature Party. So, Malas, all the details are set out underneath. So, Malas, your lordships may come back to. Yes.
Yes.
What do you want?
Please don't touch this.
I'm not touching that. I know, but Shinde is there. So why do you want to? Then, Malas, kindly come to the 20th of June. Elections to the Maharashtra Legislative Council. This is when I told your lordships, Malas, that's when the problem arose. Were held in which certain Shiv Sena MLAs cross-voted, resulting in the MVA alliance, losing a seat to the BJP. Immediately after the MLC elections, in the night of 20th and 21st of June, 31 Shiv Sena MLAs, led by Eknath Shinde, left for BJP-ruled state of Gujarat. This is admitted in the cross-examination of the respondent's witness by Bharat Gogavle, which is at page 88 of the compilation. Your lordships may kindly have a look at that. On the 12th, page 88. This is Malas, the witness, Gogavle. This is 24th December. Malas, the learned advocate hearing on behalf of the respondent tendered the original resolution of 21-6 and original whip dated such and such. The same are marked. And then the question is asked, did you inform your MLA colleagues who came to Surat later that you are in Surat in the hotel and you asked them to join you, or did they already know where to reach? His answer is, I do not know about this. However, after I went there, they came there and we met there. It's rather coincidental, Malas. I put it to you that all the MLAs gathering in one hotel in Surat was not a coincidence, but a pre-planned event. Is that correct? I do not know that. They should know how they came there. Shivaji Maharaj had gone to Surat. Therefore, I thought it must be a good place. Thus, all of them thought that this is really a nice place to go to, all together, Malas. And neither knew as to the other was going or not. Then, did all the MLAs, including yourself, go together to Guwahati from Surat? Yes, we went to Guwahati. Did all of you book your individual tickets or go by a chartered flight? I left for...
It is false.
It is false.
No, there seems to be some page jumping there, if you see.
That's a different question. That's a different. That's
Maybe
leave that.
91 may be the answer.
Yes. Yes, we went to Guwahati. That's all we want. I want to show only.
91 is 90 actually.
That's correct. That's correct. That's 61. Let's leave that out. So, but therefore, they all go to Surat first and they all go to Guwahati. And obviously, this can't possibly be by coincidence. The next is 61. Is it correct that even in Guwahati, all of you stayed in the same hotel? Yes. Since all of us are friends, we stayed in one hotel.
Page 90.
Then page.
This was at page 90.
This is at page 91, Malas.
That's all.
That's all. Yes. Now come back to the item 4, Malas. That is 21st of June. In light of this development, Uddhav Thackeray convened a meeting of party MLAs at his official residence on 21st of June at 12:30. At the meeting, it was decided by Uddhav Thackeray on behalf of the party to remove Eknath Shinde as group leader of SSLP and replace him with Ajay Chaudhary. A communication was sent to the Deputy Speaker by Shri Uddhav Thackeray on 21st of June. Your Lordships will find this at page 112. 112
112 is the English.
112 is the English.
Yes.
So the party decides, Malas, to remove him
Yeah.
and said, as per whip issued by Chief Speaker of Shiv Sena, Sunil Prabhu, the meeting of members of Shiv Sena Legislative Party was concluded on Tuesday, 21st of June as Chief Minister's residence at Varsha Bungalow under the chairmanship of the party president, Uddhav Thackeray, the Honorable Chief Minister of Maharashtra. In this meeting, the following resolution has been passed unanimously. Eknath Shinde has been removed forthwith from the post of group leader of the Shiv Sena Legislative Party. Ajay Chaudhary, the member of Legislative Assembly, has been immediately elected unanimously on the post of group leader of Shiv Sena Legislative Party that has become payment. A copy of the above said resolution, via Article 180 of the Constitution, be forwarded. This is the 2018 Constitution, forwarded to the Honorable Vice President, Maharashtra Legislative Assembly, who is discharging the duties of the post of Honorable President, Maharashtra Legislative Assembly, and sent to the
The next page is sent to the
next page is sent to the Deputy Speaker. The translated copy is at 114.
show the stamp on the vernacular.
In the vernacular, you will see the stamp, Malas,
At 113.
at 113. So that
At 1-1,
113, Malas, your Lordships will see.
113 is there.
113.
Yes.
The translated will be 114.
Yes.
This is the vernacular. It contains the stamp.
It contains the stamp, Malas, on the left-hand side, bottom.
that stamp is of Vidhan Bhavan, that
Yes,
Legislative
Deputy
Assembly.
Deputy Speaker. So it was sent to him, received by him, he recognized it. At that time, the Deputy Speaker was, of course, appointed by, elected by, with the majority of and the support of the Paksh Pramukh and the party.
This is accepted by the Deputy Speaker.
And this is then accepted by the Deputy Speaker, which is at page 115, translated at 116.
The resolution, Mr. Sibal,
Yes,
of removal, were the signatures of the legislative members of the legislative party?
signatures of the members of the
Legislative party. No. The decision to remove.
No, that's done by resolution.
Resolution is not signed by the members of the legislature.
Doesn't have to be signed.
What?
It is passed, given the power is given to the Paksh Pramukh. Yes, see, Malas, let's see.
Constitution.
The power
Malas,
is to kindly come to page 84.
84.
The MLAs, first paragraph, last 3 lines. All the newly elected MLAs unanimously resolve all the decisions of today's meeting to be decided by Sri Uddhav Thackeray
Yes,
and authorize you to take all decisions in the meeting. That
Yeah.
is the meeting when Mr. Shinde. Mr. Shinde gets appointed as the leader.
the attendance sheet will be there, Malas. We can produce it, your lordships.
So the attendant was.
We'll show it, Malas. The attendance sheet is there, Malas. There's a signature of each of them are present. We'll show that to you.
Okay.
And Malas, the Constitution bench, Malas,
He is only one Ravindra Vayakar, Uday Samantha, Dada Bhuse, and Sanjay Rathod.
yes,
These are 4.
yes. The attendance sheet will show to your lordships that all of them are present. But apart from that, the Constitution bench has already held that this is all valid.
This is valid.
Yes, as a matter of fact, Malas.
But you call it the third column.
That finding is already by the Constitution bench.
First this side.
Yes, Subhash Desai.
This was done by the party president on behalf of the party.
Yes. Very good.
So this cross here, then you come back.
Cross this.
So page 101 is the attendance sheet.
sheet, it's at page 101.
10.
Yes.
Majority did not attend.
I'm sorry?
Majority did not attend.
Yes.
Naturally, Mullah, the 31 had gone to Surat and went, how would they attend, Mullah?
What was the total strength in the house?
56.
55.
55 at that time, 31, and then 8 later joined, so they became 39.
So at that time, 31 had gone.
Yes, yes, at that
The
time.
original resolution is signed by 56. That original.
Yes, in 2019, about 56. Yes.
Okay.
Well, let me tell you Lordship the issue. The issue is the legislative party is not the political party.
That is exactly what we are coming.
No, that's been decided by
No.
Constitution Bench.
Absolutely, legislative party is not the political party.
That's
The
correct.
question is, when you remove a leader of a legislative
Yes.
party, it must be the members of the legislative party.
No. Settled by the Constitution Bench, Mullah. We'll show that to your Lordship. It's settled. All these issues are settled, Mullah.
The political party can remove.
Only the political party can remove Mullah. The leader can remove Mullah. It is not political party is represented by the leader can remove. Fine. Decided by Constitution Bench as a matter of fact.
That note we have seen.
Mullah, in fact, what has been, let me just tell you, Lordship.
That note we have seen, the comment that you have made at page 3 of your.
Yes.
That we've seen.
Yes.
We can show
We can show you the Supreme Court judgment which holds all this, Mullah. Mullah, essentially, what is the issue? Under paragraph, let's just go to, I'll come back to it. Kindly go to paragraph 15 of the Symbols Order.
It's not it. It's there in the statutory compilation.
Yes, it's in the statutory compilation.
Yeah.
So, where is it?
618.
Mr. Sibal,
Yes,
after completing the factual part,
yes.
then straightway you can come to the judgment.
I was thinking I will do that.
Instead of piecemeal, because it will unnecessarily.
I know, but I was trying to, since your Lordship asked, I was,
You proceed in.
okay. I'll go back to it, Mullah. ठीक तो है?
Sorry, statutory.
Now, Mullah's item,
We are on page 4.
Page 4, yes.
It's of.
yes. So a communication was sent to the, and I've also on the right-hand side shown Mullah's where Subhash Desai has decided it. Then Mullah's Deputy Speaker duly accepted and recognized the change in Shiv Sena legislative party in the assembly records, and the service of whip for the meeting dated 21/6 has been held to be not proved by the Speaker. Further, the attendance sheet of the meeting held on 21/6 has been held to be unreliable because the original had a handwritten entry of 21st June 2022, which was not there in the photocopy. I'm giving Mullah side by side how the Speaker is also held against us. However, the fact that meeting dated 21/6/22 was held is not disputed. That is 72, para 72C of the impugned order. Further, the communication of change in group leader of SSLP and its acceptance and recognition by the Deputy Speaker is undisputed. The same has been upheld by this court in Subhash Desai. Then on 21st of June 22 to 22nd June 22, on learning about this development, and this is the heart of the matter, from media reports, 31 of respondent MLAs whilst in Surat purported to pass a resolution of Shiv Sena legislature party reaffirming Eknath Shinde as a group leader and appointing Bharat Gogavale as chief whip. The resolution was forwarded to the Honorable Deputy Speaker and marked to the Honorable Governor under cover of an undated letter received in the Assembly Secretariat. Now, let's kindly have a look at page 117. This is the meeting under which this was done. Kindly have a look at that. We, the following members of the 14th Maharashtra Legislative Assembly. So, this resolution is being passed by the Legislative Assembly members belonging to the Shiv Sena. We are notified as the members of the Maharashtra Legislative Assembly as members of Shiv Sena Legislature Party. We had unanimously elected Eknath Sambhaji Shinde on 31st October 2019 as group leader of Shiv Sena Legislature Party. There was a pre-poll alliance between the Bharatiya Janata Party and Shiv Sena Party for the 14th Maharashtra Legislative Assembly 2019. There has been great dissatisfaction prevalent amongst the members of our party, that is Shiv Sena and our party cadre at large, on account of corruption in the government, administration regarding police posting, corruption by then Home Minister Anil Deshmukh, who is in jail, and sitting minority leader Nawab Malik, who is also in jail for involvement with underworld Don Dawood Ibrahim. Apart from the above reasons, our party cadre faced tremendous harassment and distress as personal grounds from the opposition ideological parties who are now a part of the government and were using their office and power to undermine the base and foundation of the Shiv Sena cadre. There is enormous discontent amongst the cadre of our party, Shiv Sena, for forming the government with NCP and Indian National Congress, who are ideologically opposed to our party, Shiv Sena. There has been a compromise on the principles of our party, Shiv Sena, which has been a party with fierce ideological base and was formed for fighting for the rights of the local Marathi people. For the last 2.5 years, our party and its leadership have compromised party principles by aligning with the contrasting ideologies for the sake of achieving power in the state of Maharashtra. The ideology of our party's leader, late Balasaheb Thackeray, was to give clean and honest government to the people of Maharashtra, and also without compromising on the principle of Hindutva, which was defeated at the first day itself by aligning with the opposing parties. Shiv Sena, Bharatiya Janata Party, had forged a pre-poll alliance for the 2019 Maharashtra Assembly election. They sought the blessings of the voters for the Sena-BJP alliance, with the voters accepted and voted in favor of this alliance. After the results were out, the Sena severed its ties with the BJP and formed an alliance with the opposing parties, which they had fought against in the 2019 elections. This act of our party leaders had a tremendous negative impact upon the voters and the party cadre at large. There was a continuous hue and cry towards party leadership for the act of aligning with the opposing parties. Ignoring this, the party leadership went ahead and formed a Mahavikas Aghadi. For the last 2.5 years, we, the Shiv Sena Legislative Party members, were facing tremendous pressure from their elected voters. We, the members of the Legislative Party, as well as all leaders and workers throughout the country, were facing a lot of humiliating questions from our voters on account of our support to leaders of the opposition. Our leader, Balasaheb Thackeray, was always a strong nationalist. We've also been subjected to a lot of criticism for being part of the corrupt Maharashtra government. In view of the above, the members of the Maharashtra Shiv Sena Legislative Party have met today and resolved that Eknath Sambhaji Shinde, who was appointed as leader of the Shiv Sena Legislative Party, is and continues to be the leader of the Maharashtra Shiv Sena Legislative Party of the 14th Maharashtra Legislative Assembly. It is hereby further resolved that Gogavale, elected and appointed as Chief Whip of the 14th Maharashtra Shiv Sena Party, is appointment of Shri Sunil Prabhu is cancelled with immediate effect. So, the Legislative Party took a decision to say that we are the leader in the House, and Gogavale, who is not a whip, will replace Sunil Prabhu. That's the decision of the Legislative Party. This is the majority faction of the legislature, right? So, in a way, there was a split in the Legislative Party. Now, kindly come back to the Supreme Court. Supreme Court said Gogavale's appointment was bad. Sunil Prabhu was correct. All these resolutions are bad because these are not resolutions of the political party. Then kindly come to. Now, I come to the note now. Page 5. I'll read it. Well, let's see the comment on the right-hand side on note 5. The Supreme Court, Honorable Supreme Court in Subhash Desai has held that a faction of the legislature party could not have attempted to change the group leader or the chief whip. The Speaker's decision dated 3/7/22 accepting and recognizing the changes proposed in the resolution dated 21/6 have been held to be illegal. The Deputy Speaker accepted what we had said. The Speaker, because then the government changed, therefore government was formed, a new person was elected. He then said Gogavale is the chief whip. Eknath Shinde is the leader. This court, Constitution Bench, held that to be illegal. Right? Now let's kindly come to the note. And that paragraphs of Shiv Sena of the Subhash Desai is also given. So it's easier for your lordship, to. Yes. This resolution purports to be on behalf of the Shiv Sena Legislative Party. It does not claim to be a resolution on behalf of the political party. 2, the resolution is passed by MLA sitting in Gujarat. There is no notice or venue of this meeting. 3, the very act of a group of legislators to appoint their own group leader and chief whip in defiance of the political party leadership amounts to voluntarily giving up membership of the party under paragraph 2(1)(a). 4, the forwarding of the resolution to the Honorable Governor, who then unlawfully relied upon the resolution to call for a floor test, establishes the respondents' conspiracy to topple the government in Maharashtra, which also amounts to voluntarily giving up membership of the party under 2(1)(a). Bharat Gogavale, while appearing as RW6, had filed the purported original of this resolution. However, a comparison of the first and the fourth pages of the copy and the purported original in particular, the name of Mahesh Shinde in Resolution A would show that the read original was manipulated and a backdated document. I will show that to your lordships. Presently, the Honorable Speaker has accepted in the impugned judgment that there exists a discrepancy in the Shinde resolution dated 22. However, the resolution has been accepted as proof of legislative maturity in support of the respondents. That document your lordships will find at page 117. At 120. That's the...
And compare it with 127.
Yeah, right. Now, once again. Now, kindly see, if your lordship looks at the page, signature of Mahesh Shinde. Your lordships will find that, proposed by so-and-so, Bharat Gogavale. It's written in Hindi. And seconded by Mahesh Shinde. That's at the bottom of page 120. Right, Malas?
Compare that to 127.
Now compare that to 127, Malas.
127.
127, Malas. And you will see that Mahesh Shinde is in vernacular. Lordship sees that? Seconded by Mahesh Shinde. Even proposed by Gogavale is not the same. Even the Gogavale is not the same, but anyway, Malas. So obviously, Malas, there is some serious discrepancy there. But be that as it may, Malas, don't think that. Then, Malas, kindly come to the list of dates at page 6. On the 22nd of June, Malas, Uddhav Thackeray called another meeting of the party MLAs on 22nd June 2022. It was made clear in the notices issued for the meeting that failure to attend the same would result in consequential action under the 10th schedule of the Constitution of India. On receipt of the notice, the respondent MLAs refused to attend the meeting, disputing the authority of Sunil Prabhu to issue the notice, because in the meantime, they had already removed him and Gogavale had been nominated by them. The dispute by a faction of the legislative party regarding the chief whip's authority to issue the notice and the refusal to attend the crucial legislature party meeting, which amounts to voluntarily giving up membership of the party under 1A of the 10th schedule. And then on the right-hand side, the note, however, the speaker has held that refusal to attend the meeting does not attract disqualification.
This is dissatisfaction.
Under para 2(1)(a), it is an expression of dissatisfaction. That's what the speaker has held.
Yeah.
Then, Malads, Sunil Prabhu on 23rd of June filed Malads for disqualification under paragraph 2(1)(a) of 10th schedule, Malads, and of Cindy and many other respondents. 16 people. Then, Malads, then number 8 from Surat, The respondent MLAs traveled to another BJP ruled state, Assam, where they stayed together in the same hotel, Guwahati. And that, of course, is accepted by Yogesh Kadam, which is at page 133. At 134 minutes of the compilation. He says, I was outside. Where were you on 22/6? I was outside Mumbai. That's question number 60. Where outside Mumbai? I was in Surat in the morning, and in the night I was in Guwahati. Were you with Eknath Shinde in Surat and thereafter in the night in Guwahati? Yes. And for how?
64.
64 minutes. 64. Is it correct to state that you were in Surat and Guwahati with Eknath Shinde and his supporting legislators?
Is that wherever they traveled from Surat,
Yes.
that may not have any impact on your legal argument that this entire exercise was required to be done by the political party, not by the legislature.
No, Mullahs, your lordship is right. I appreciate that. It's something more than that. Mullahs, a set of legislators, forget this case, a set of legislators of a political party decide to, through a resolution, because they happen to be the majority, to remove office bearers of the political party, right? And in that process, they do certain acts. In other words, moving from together from Maharashtra, from Mumbai to Surat, and all of them coming together. It's not a coincidence, Mullahs. It's obviously premeditated.
But they can't remove the office bearers of a political party.
That's right. But the act itself amounts to voluntarily giving up membership of the party. Your lordships have held voluntary giving up membership of the party is not something that I will.
That
It can be influenced.
The conduct of the individual.
and by 31 MLAs
Yes.
itself is conclusive proof of voluntary.
Yes.
Nothing else is required.
Correct. I agree. But all these are collective acts that they took from time to time as members of the legislative party, which amount to voluntarily giving up membership of the party. It's all that we are trying to show, Mullahs. It's in that context we said you together went to Surat, you together went to Guwahati, you passed this resolution, you gave no notice to anybody. It's in that context only. But your lordship is absolutely right. The legal argument is very, very narrow in that sense, Mullahs.
No other, the body, today's body is discharged, no other case will be taken up. Just for the information of members of the party.
Toppling of the government and he being the chief.
But then ultimately it culminated in toppling of the government. And he became the chief minister. So that had enormous consequences on the polity of the country also, Mullahs.
Even before that. when
No,
the
no,
deputy said-
no. What happened was, Mullahs, when this resolution was passed by Eknath, by these 31, they sent the resolution to the speaker.
But then by that time, the deputy speakers voted out.
No. And then they sent this to the governor. They sent a copy of this to the governor.
It's the floor test.
28th of June.
Oh, after.
Yes. Then the governor called a floor test. This court held that governor could not have called the floor test. But didn't give me relief because I had resigned in between. I said, what's the point of a floor test? These guys have already, they are the majority now. Then what would I do? I resigned. The court said, since you resigned, therefore we will not give you the relief. That's what happened.
But your application for disqualification. was
23rd. On 23rd.
Already had June.
Yes.
He didn't decide is the.
Mullah, the reason why I'm stressing this,
Already been adjudicated.
yes, adjudicate is settled.
In the disqualification, additional affidavits to show all the subsequent events. And also the fact that he became chief minister. This
Nice.
also constitutes the.
Of course. That's also Janabi.
63 already. The crossings.
So yeah, it's probably very importantly to know that. There's a header in this document.
So Chief Justice Chandrachud at that time made a very, the sentence that he used in the judgment is, you can't conflate the political party with the legislative party.
Point is taken.
Yeah.
That point is taken.
Yes. So Malad, if this were allowed, Malad, you can topple any government at any point in time. Because the legislatures actually, if they switch over like this, they can form a new government. And they don't have to bother about the party. The question from the standpoint of the future of our democracy, you will have to decide whether such a mode of action in the context of representative democracy is at all permissible. Is it not fundamentally against the basic structure of the Constitution that a representative of party suddenly moves to another, just the legislatures move to another party, have a coalition with them, topple the government, and don't allow the disqualification to be decided till the next election is held. Ultimately, disqualification was decided in 2024, after 3 attempts to come, to Supreme Court, So the result was that there's a fait accompli, an illegal government was functioning, and there was no decision on the subject. So therefore, all I'm saying is it has huge consequences for the polity of our country. Then see question number 65. Were there other MLAs with Eknath Shinde when you met them in Guwahati? Yes. How many MLAs were there? 39. So 31 went to Surat. By the time they reached Guwahati, they had 8 more. Because they knew then that they could form a government with the BJP. And that's exactly what happened. Anyway, we come back.
Eventually 39 left.
Yes, 39. Now, of course, it's rampant. Now, this methodology is rampant. You have to decide as to how you're going to protect democratic values and.
Law as it stands is Subha's Desha.
Yes, yes.
So, control of the political parties subsists over the legislature.
That's correct.
And any decision of the political party, the validly demonstrated,
That's right.
must prevail over any will, even if of the majority
That's
of the political
Absolutely.
legislative party.
That's so far the law. Yes,
And Subha's Desai is what.
that's correct. But now something new is happening, not with reference to this case. Now it's there's a whole new phase of defections that takes place. That now what you do is the legislative party, without the political party, merges with another political party. And then, having fought on a different symbol, represents another political party on a different symbol. So you're carrying this shenanigan to an absurd level where the whole process of election becomes a farce because the electoral verdict can be changed through this kind of manipulation and defection. So what the elected people, what the people voted for is not the government that is in place. So this has huge repercussions.
These issues, like in Kiloto Holohon, these issues of pre-poll alliance, post-poll alliance, as in one of this particular, in the facts of this case, although we are not at all going into the issue of
absolutely.
revisiting Shuva's.
No, I agree.
It's a constitutional bench, and it would see a situation where a political party goes into a pre-poll alliance or a government of that political party, and then in the election post-poll decides to have a government with one of the other opposing political parties.
That is, sir, Manoj, that even is possible. I'm
In that situation, if a majority of the legislators feel justly aggrieved and try to take a different stance.
Yes, sir.
Because
They'll have to still go to the party. Manoj. Yeah.
while we definitely have to understand representative participation in election in parliamentary democracy, at the same time, we must also give the elbow space for political decision making.
Oh, absolutely.
They will not lose their identity.
Oh, absolutely right. No doubt about it, brother. No doubt about it. But question is, in the last, right from the beginning, from 18.
19, they became minister.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying that.
You are saying is a much bigger question.
Yes.
And perhaps in this litigation, we need not.
I know Malas, I did not. My idea was not. I'm just telling you, Malas, what is happening.
Cases
Very simple. Malas.
focus
Yes.
because of you.
You absolutely. Because of Subhash Desai's decision, Malas. Yes.
Basically, clear that
revolves around
decisions were incorrect, etc., etc.
Right.
So whether the symbols order, in light of the Subhash Desai ratio, is correctly decided is.
That's right. Look, that's the other part, namely, the Election Commission says, I won't look at the organization. I look at the legislature. Legislature is majority, therefore the symbol goes to them.
They become the party.
They become the party.
Subhash Desai said legislatures cannot be looked at.
And Subhash Desai said legislature alone can't be looked at.
Question which we would like you to enlighten us is, does the symbol belong to the party or to the legislative?
No.
To the party, man. To the party. Because the Election Commission, Malas, when we go to the Election Commission,
Political.
that's right. The Election Commission recognizes the symbol, Malas. I can choose my symbol.
Belongs to the
Political party.
It is the political party which allocates the symbol.
That's correct. To the candidate. To the candidate. That's right. Whereas I can't possibly file my nomination unless the party gives a letter, right?
A member of the legislature party will be recognized
Yes,
by the political party to which he belongs.
that's correct.
Political party will be recognized by one of the factories.
Absolutely.
With it.
So you
That's at the heart of.
may be arguing that the Election Commission was asking a wrong question. That whether there was a majority in the legislative party or not. It should be something to do with the political party.
That's why paragraph 15.
There is a majority in the political party of Mr. Shinde who is claiming a particular symbol.
That's right.
Or it is Mr. Uddhav Thackeray whose majority in the political party
Correct.
should be recognized as a continuation of the
Absolutely.
symbol for his faction.
That's what Subhash Desai also says, Manas. But Manas, that happens only, the question of
The only gray area and the contentious area will be that what is the meaning, contours or limits of the majority in political party? Because political party can be of a worker at the grassroots level.
Sure,
The political party will include an office bearer also.
absolutely.
The political party will include then state level or national level.
And the legislators.
The legislature.
Absolutely.
It will include ex-legislature also, it will include the current also.
Correct.
So there how to.
So therefore, Manas, the party at all levels in the hierarchy.
There comes the next question. The constitution will prescribe
Yes.
how the party is constituted, defined, and how the majority in that party, in perspective of the constitution, is to be determined.
And here the question is, he says,
And there's these.
I don't have the
There
constitution.
is no constitution.
That's right, there's no constitution. After both sides saying, no, this is how it all happened, they are part of the Pratinidhi Sabha.
We can say also there's no constitution, right? 2014 election,
Ah.
the whole thing is wrong. 2018 election is.
Right.
Let's put that. 2019, all the elections.
So, Manas, if there is no constitution, then 2014 election is bad, 2018 election is bad, the government was illegal if there is no constitution, because there is no, under which then.
It will not be bad. Election will not be bad.
It will, what then, Manas? If you say no constitution,
There is no constitution or the party is not conducting itself as per the constitution, election commission would be required to de-recognize them.
that's correct. So,
The election commission's indifference.
no, but that is not the jurisdiction of the commission under para 15(1)(a), para 15. That's not the jurisdiction of the commission. The jurisdiction of the commission is that whether there is a split in the original political party. That's how it starts. There's a split in the original political party, and which faction of the original political party is the party? Right? So therefore, there's a split in the original party, then there is a legislative party, and therefore you decide after the split in the original party. Maharaj, that's paragraph 3 of the Constitution of the 10th schedule. That's gone. This is a split in the legislative party. This is not a question of merger. The concept of a split in the legislative party doesn't arise under the 10th schedule. They will have to be disqualified under any law, Maharaj. Because they say they are 2/3. They are 39 out of 56. They have decided that's a split in what? Not in the political party.
3 split must be read to the political party.
Yes. And Maharaj, para 3 is not there anymore. Deleted in 2004. So we doesn't arise. But this is a case of a split according to them. That 39 of us, 56 of you, we are majority, and the election commission says you are majority, therefore I recognize you. That's the concept of a split. And the only defense available under the law under the 10th schedule is a merger. Para 4. This is not a question of merger. What they do is, Maharaj, the split is recognized, the speaker recognizes it, a new government is formed. On the 19th of July, they go to the election commission and say, we are the party. The election we produce all the documents before the election commission. Election commission says, I don't have your 2018 constitution with us.
15 lakh members, they have
4 lakhs. Election commission says the constitution is not before me. I won't recognize your organization. The legislative party, they're the majority, so they are the party.
19 lakh is to 4 lakh. That's the
This is why, Maharaj, we have to be very careful. At least institutions must give confidence to the people, especially those who fight elections, that fair procedures which adhere to common sense are followed, Maharaj.
Is there any defined formula under the election commission guidelines or under the party's constitution? Because either there might be a statute, parliamentary statute that is not there, constitutional provision, or ACI's guidelines or the party's constitution. Any one of the documents defining the formula of how to assess the value of majority. Because somebody will say look here, what kind of party majority is there? All MLAs are this side.
That's right. You're right. You're right.
Public representatives, the persons who have been elected by the public are on this side. Therefore, what is left in the party? The other may say, no, no, party consists of the workers, the members, the primary members, the office bearers, ex and present, and all this. So how to?
That's been decided, Maharaj. Sadiq Ali decides that. It says that you have to look at the
Constitution.
the constitution of the party, the hierarchy, Maharaj. The hierarchy consists, as your lordship said.
What is the membership?
Yes, not only that, you have the national executive, Karyakarani, you have organizational structures before that. What is the numerical strength of either side in those structures? Right? And then you have the legislative party. What's the relevant strength? All that is decided in Sadiq Ali Maharaj and subsequent cases.
Defined criteria.
No defined criteria.
If there is a defined criteria, that will, to a large extent, can stop and prevent this kind of occasions. And
no, Maharaj, it has been judicially, it has been determined that you can't look at these things only in the context of A, B, or C. You have to look at the entire context, Maharaj, and see which is the political party, which ultimately is an appreciation of the facts that emerge before the commission. So it cannot be a formula like this, Maharaj, because ultimately people will not be able to. What happens in these matters where people produce affidavits, and your lordship knows. I don't have to say anything more, Maharaj. So this makes it's a big mess.
Same person gives affidavit to both the parties.
Yes, it's a big mess. It's a big mess. Yes, it's a big mess.
people are very liberal in giving
That's right. Right. I mean, it's fine to say, no, there should be autonomy of the legislators. These are not questions of autonomy, Mother. This is a question of power. This is a question of...
After all, autonomy and power rest in the same scales.
Yeah, this is the problem, Maharaj. This is nobody, it's not change of heart, because if you have a change of...
Determines your power.
Maharaj, kindly see, if there's a change of heart from 2018-19 elections till 2023, no statement by anybody that I'm unhappy. You're a minister in the government, not in one statement in all these years, and suddenly you say that, look, I'm so unhappy. You know, this is all contrary to our principles. I understand, Maharaj, I understand.
How political parties, the consistency of the political party depends on the maturity of the democracy.
That's correct.
See, in the British Parliament, at least in 10 years, there were 7 prime ministers. But there's no split in the majority, the two principal.
Never, Maharaj, never. And I tell you, Lordship,
because of the maturity of the democracy itself.
Well, it's not just that. May I just tell you, Lordship, my concern, and this is not with this case, the biggest damage that has been done to parliamentary democracy is the issuance of a whip. For every legislative act, a whip is issued. And if you don't abide by the whip, you will be disqualified. The result is there is no autonomy of each legislator. This doesn't happen in any other democracy.
But the starting point of that is the recognition of representative democracy.
That's correct. But that's true of America, that's true of Europe.
Through Part 10.
But see what happens, Maharaj, in England, the Conservative Party reaches out to Labour members to pass a legislation. Right? The Republicans persuade, Maharaj, the Democrats. The Democrats cross and persuade. There is no whip. There is no disqualification. It is this that has done the greatest damage to our democracy.
But then there was a vice. There was a vice which 10th schedule required to remedy.
But that's, Maharaj, this has not worked.
Mr. Sibal, it's an experience of how we worked our democracy.
But Maharaj, this has not worked. This is just...
Democracy is moving for personal interest and not philosophical and ideological tribes. Then 10th schedule requires a discipline.
But Maharaj, the 10th schedule has in fact borne the opposite result. It has been used, Maharaj, it has been misused rather than used. This is the result. We see it every day. Well, the Kyoto Holohan judgment was 3-2. Well, I and Dr. Fali Nariman and myself argued on one side, saying strike it down and don't give this power to the speaker. Of course, rejected by 3-2. Well, but we've seen.
There was a subsequent decision of this court reconsidering Kyoto Holohan and a recommendation made to the parliament
No.
to amend the law and change the power of the speaker. I think
That's three judgments. It's
just
expression of hope, Maras.
Justice Rohinton Nariman's opinion.
In Meghalaya matter, which also I did, which also I argued.
It's a actually.
Keshan, yes.
Keshav.
Which I, again, Maras, where the minister was removed, Maras. Yes. Again, I argued that the same thing is happening. Maras, all over the country, it's the same.
You speakers who rise above their political obligations.
Name me one, Maras. There is none.
One, I choose not to.
Oh, I see. Oh, I know. He resigned, Maras, in the Lok Sabha. He resigned from the Lok Sabha ultimately. Yes, I agree with you.
Pay the price of being
Maras,
removed from his primary membership of the political.
Maras, because he was this side, Maras. He was a member of the bar. He was a member of the bar. So he stood up to his principles. That's why members of the bar fight these issues. Yes, you're right. That one example is Shines, Mother. Yes, you're right.
You should be knowing this.
Both sides.
You straddle both the
That's true. That's true, Mother.
jurisdictions.
No, it was extraordinary.
This exercise has led to frustration of Schedule 10.
Yes, absolutely. Misuse, frustration. And we were left with in a democracy which actually doesn't know its moorings anymore. And that's very dangerous. Anyway, Malas, I'll continue with this. Which page are we? Yes. And Malas, page 7 of the list of dates. Whilst in Guwahati, the respondent MLAs actively hobnobbed and colluded with the BJP to illegally topple the government led by Uddhav Thackeray. Contemporaneous news reports reported that the respondent MLAs were welcomed by the BJP leaders and were in constant communication with them. It is also reported that Eknath Shinde had openly stated that they had the support of a big national party to the other MLAs. Then, Malas, on 25/6, the Honorable Deputy Speaker, after due verification, issued notices to the respondent MLAs asking them to file their replies by 5:30 p.m. on 27/6. On 25/6, in the light of the anti-party activities of the respondent MLAs, an extraordinary national executive meeting, Pratinidhi Sabha, of the Shiv Sena political party was convened on 25/6/2022, which was widely reported in News India media. This meeting was held at Shiv Sena Bhavan on 25/6. Uddhav Thackeray received overwhelming support from the party cadre, and various office bearers comprising the Pratinidhi Sabha swore affidavits in support of Uddhav Thackeray. Sample affidavits are there, Malas. Further, Shri Anil Desai, Rajya Sabha member secretary, Shiv Sena, addressed a letter dated 25/6 to the Election Commission informing about the anti-party activities being carried by some MLAs led by the respondent. The respondents group never called any parallel meeting of the party organization. The respondent never claimed the support of any party cadre. Then on 26/6, the respondents challenged the notice dated 25/6 issued by the Honorable Deputy Speaker and the resolution passed in the meeting of the Shiv Sena MLAs on 21/6 before this Honorable Court in writ petition 468 and 469. While interim order on 27/6, in 469, this Honorable Court, you'll also still remember there were 2 days time was given, and then this court said we'll give them an extra 7 days. 15 days, extended the time for filing reply by all respondents till 12/7. And Sunil Prabhu filed a disqualification petition number 18, seeking disqualification of 22 other MLAs. Originally, Malaz, it was only 16, then 22 others. Under para 21A again. And then next is important, Malaz, on 28/6, the leader of opposition in the state of Maharashtra, Fadnavis, citing the support of the respondent MLAs, met the Honorable Governor and requested him to direct the holding of a floor test. And that, Malaz, is at page 280 of the, and on the same day, the governor sent a communication to the Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray, directing him to place the floor test in the House on the 30th of June. In this letter, he expressly referred to and relied on the letter of 21st June sent by the respondent MLAs. Thus, the toppling of the duly elected government in Maharashtra was orchestrated by the respondent MLAs in collusion with opposition parties, thereby making them liable for disqualification. And this, Malad's calling of the House and having to prove his majority on a floor test was set aside by the court that the governor's decision had no authority. Because he can't recognize a faction of a political party represented by only the legislators and not the political party. Then, Malad's 29/6, 22, Sunil Prabhu filed a writ petition before this honorable court seeking a stay on the floor test. That, of course, was not allowed. And Uddhav Thackeray resigned. And on 36, at around 3 p.m., Eknath Shinde, with the support of respondent MLAs and the BJP, met the governor, state claimed to form the government in Maharashtra, and was sworn in as chief minister on 30th of June. This act by itself is an act constituting voluntarily giving up membership of 21A of the 10th schedule of the Constitution. And the governor also directed Eknath Shinde to prove his majority on the floor of the House. And on 1/7/2022, Anil Desai addressed 3 further letters to the Election Commission stating that the respondent and certain other MLAs had been removed from the party. On 2/7, a working order was issued by for the election of the Speaker to be held on 3/7. An MLA belonging to BJP, Rahul Narvekar, and an MLA belonging to Shiv Sena, Ranjan Salvi, were proposed as candidates for the election. The election to the post of Speaker was a crucial event, since the Speaker would be required to decide the disqualification petitions pending against respondent MLAs. The Chief Whip, Sunil Prabhu, on direction of the party President Uddhav, issued a whip dated 2/7/2022, directing all the Shiv Sena MLAs to remain present in the assembly and vote for the Shiv Sena candidate, Ranjan Salvi. Sunil Prabhu issued a further whip regarding the confidence motion scheduled on 4/7. All the party members were asked to remain present in the assembly at 11 a.m. till the end of the session and vote against the confidence motion. The 2 whips dated 2/7 were served on respondent MLAs by emails sent by the office secretary in the Shiv Sena Legislative Party. The respondent, in their common reply in writ petition filed before the court, had admitted the issuance of these whips and filed them as annexures in their reply. So Narvekar on 3/7 was elected in the office of the Speaker. All the 39 respondents disqualified, 19 of 22 voted against Salvi and in favor of Narvekar. And in the defense of the whip mothers, another petition was filed for disqualification, this time under 2(1)B, because it was in violation of the whip, because they still were not the party. Their petition to claim to be the party happened to be filed on the 19th of July. This happened much earlier on the 3rd of July. So therefore, they are liable to be disqualified under 2(1)A and 2(1)B. I continue tomorrow.
You want to continue another 15 minutes?
Yes, I would love to, Malas. I'd love to.
We sat late because of private.
That's all right.
I have meeting at 4:30.
Yes, please, Malas. Then, Malas, on 3/7, soon after being appointed as Speaker, Rahul Narvekar unlawfully recognized Bharat Gogavle as the Chief Whip and Eknath Shinde as the leader of Shiv Sena Legislative Party and revoked the appointment of Ajay Chaudhary. This was based on the illegal paper resolution dated 21/6, which was only passed by a group of legislators. This is important. Let's kindly have a look at page 347 at 349 is the English translation. So actually the whole future of Maharashtra was based on this action of these 39 people. And a whole government was formed and continued till the next election. And nothing could be done.
Okay.
349 is the translation, Mullahs. With reference to your above-mentioned letter, I have been ordered to inform you that you've been replaced from the post of leader of Legislative Party by nominating the name of Shri Ajay Chaudhary. In this regard, you have raised the objection by addressing the letter of 22nd of June. In this regard, after deliberation on provision in the law, Speaker Maharashtra Legislative Assembly has cancelled the approval granted to Shri Ajay Chaudhary as leader, Shiv Sena Legislative Party, and approves and recognizes the nomination of Eknath Shinde as leader, Shiv Sena Legislative Party, as per the letter of 31st of October. Similarly, the proposal to nominate Sunil Prabhu as Chief Whip of the Shiv Sena Legislative Party is to be cancelled, and to recognize the nomination of Shri Bhagat Gogavle as Chief Whip and Shiv Sena Legislative Party has been approved and recorded in the registry. Which is why also, Mullahs, and this is something that has always troubled me, it is said that the Speaker is the Speaker of the Assembly and therefore no mandamus can be issued to him. But the fact of the matter is only a tribunal when it comes to the 10th schedule. I know, but Mullahs, no mandamus is still issued to him. The result is that this goes on lingering for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, and the new assembly election takes place and this is all set at naught. So there has to be some procedure, Mullahs. Every tribunal has to accord with certain principles, Mullahs, which must be set out by your lordship. Because the replies are filed, Mullahs, late in 2023. Replies to the notice are filed in 2023.
Constitution.
After the Constitution bench. Before that, no reply is filed.
Ultimately, the Supreme Court says unless you decide to take.
Ultimately, Supreme Court says you have to decide, otherwise we'll have to take action. We'll have to issue an order. Then only it was decided in 2024. So what's the point, Mullahs, of having the 10th schedule, having a procedure, having a tribunal who chooses not to decide? With great difficulty, we got an order ultimately from this court that yes, it's a tribunal, it's no longer a member of the assembly. So, Mullahs, then kindly, yes, kindly see the comment at 22, at page 11 of the list of dates. The decision dated 3/7/22 of the Speaker recognizing Bharat Gogavle as the Chief Whip and Eknath Shinde as the leader was declared illegal by this court in Subhash Desai. So therefore, this illegality continued. So the whole foundation of the government was illegal, and yet it served its term. Then, Mullahs, comes 23. The confidence motion was held in the Maharashtra Legislative Assembly, and the respondent MLAs defied the party whip on 2/7 and voted in favor of the confidence motion. In the light of defiance dated 2/7/22 in confidence motion by the respondent MLAs, the petitioner filed disqualification petition 21 of 2022 against the respondents under paragraph 21B of the 10th schedule. The petitioner filed writ petition on 8th of July, challenging inter alia the decision of the Honorable Governor dated 30th of June, inviting Eknath Shinde to form the government, and the proceedings of the Maharashtra Legislative Assembly held on 3/7 and 4/7, quay the election of the Speaker and the confidence motion in favor of Eknath Shinde. On 26, thus all actions of the respondent MLAs from 26 till filing of petition under para 15 of the Symbols Order on 19/7 are actions only of a faction of the Shiv Sena Legislative Party. The respondents neither called nor held any parallel meetings of the political party leadership or organization. The leadership of Uddhav Thackeray as Paksh Pramukh of Shiv Sena political party was not disputed by the respondents. On 19/7, that's the date on which they moved the election commission. on 19/7/2022. So this part is over. Then what is the Election Commission? Filed a petition before the Election Commission under paragraph 15 of the symbols order, claiming the Shiv Sena party symbol as bow and arrow. But let's kindly have a look at paragraph 15. It's important before your lordships, let's get up for the day.
Variation of statutes.
Is in the compilation of statutes, Malas. Can give it to volume 4, Malas. I'm sorry, we'll have to go to another volume. And so just for this, Malas. Volume 4.
Indicated page 398, that's minutes.
I'm sorry, Madam?
Page 398.
Yes, yes. Minutes of the meeting. May I refer to that, Madam?
You were wanting to show that?
No, I just want to show the 10 schedule for a minute of the symbols order for a minute, para 15. So you have an idea, Madam, as to what the commission is supposed to decide. Volume 4,
Page 618.
page 618.
Statutes का volume है convenient.
There is a statutes volume.
Presentation only. Statute only.
Mullahs, I'll just read it. Let me just read it, Mullahs. Let's not waste time. It says, when the commission is satisfied on information in its possession that there are rival sections or groups of a recognized political party, each of whom claims to be that party, the commission may, after taking into account all relevant available facts and circumstances of the case, and hearing such representatives of the sections or groups and other persons as desired to be heard, decide that one such rival section or group or none of such rival sections or groups is that recognized political party, and the decision of the commission shall be binding on all such rival sections or groups. The underlying assumption is the rival sections or groups of a political party. That's paragraph 15. Not legislative party. Well, there's two sections of one party says, I am the party. They hold organizational meetings. They decide. Matter goes to the commission. Commission says, all right, let me see your proceedings. But it's nothing to do with the legislative party. So paragraph 15, the foundation of it is a rival group within a political party. How can you bring in volume?
618.
618, volume 4. How can you bring in the legislature? Yes.
Satisfied. So first
That-
has to be satisfaction
Yes.
of the information which is there.
Yes.
Information pertains to two rival groups in a political party.
That's correct.
That is the correct.
And the legislature is part of that political party. It's not that it is not, but it is not the only factor. And paragraph 15 says so. So I just wanted to point out that's the nature of the. Come on, let's go back. Yeah, it's a bigger circle, of which the legislature certainly is a part.
Party is the bigger circle.
That's correct.
And the fourth circle is the legislative party. So if a member of a legislative party, by natural corollary, is a member
Of course,
a political,
absolutely.
and if there is a faction in the legislative party, that would naturally also become a faction.
That's correct.
Political party.
That's correct. No, it will be. It will be part of the political party.
You may argue that by the fact of becoming a faction, he may have conducted himself in such a manner that he has given up membership of the political party.
That's right. That's why he's voluntarily given up. That's the.
And hence he is no longer a faction.
So the organization of the political party is to be looked at, Mullahs, which includes the legislative party. But the organization, it's like Mullahs, law and order and public order. It's that larger circle, Mullahs, within which, Mullahs, you have the legislative party as well. Yeah.
Political party, that's the word.
Yes, that's correct.
Some changes, that means state and political.
Yeah. Now, just 398 minutes of the convenience compilation. Now, this is important because the resolution starts at 398 minutes of the convenience compilation. This is the translation of the minutes of the Shiv Sena Pratinidhi Sabha. 18th July 22. It says, as Paksh Pramukh. So it's clear, Malad, that they recognize the Paksh Pramukh, which is the 2018 constitution. As Paksh Pramukh, Shri Uddhav Thackeray was absent. Shiv Sena leader Eknath Shinde is invited to chair the meet. The following resolutions are passed in the Pratinidhi Sabha. Resolved unanimously that the present Rashtriya Karyakarani is dissolved with immediate effect. Proposed by Shri So-and-so. Resolution further resolved unanimously that Eknath Sambhaji Shinde is appointed as the chairman of the new Rashtriya Karyakarani. The chairman Rashtriya Karyakarani will now be called as Mukhya Neta. All the powers of the duties of the party president will now be held and executed by the chairman of the Rashtriya Karyakarani, also known as Mukhya Neta. Further resolved unanimously that the following are appointed as Neta. These two people are appointed. Proposed by Gogavale, seconded by so-and-so. Then resolution 4 further resolved unanimously that following are appointed as Upneta. And then, Malads, resolution 5 further Pratinidhi Sabha directs the new Rashtriya Karyakarani to discuss and decide on amending the party constitution to bring in inner party democracy and organizational polls as envisaged and the Constitution of India and as practiced. And well, let's see where is the.
That comes later in 26 July. Later.
Then, Malads, now in this petition, Malad, the note of my note, Malads, at page in item 27. In this petition, Eknath Shinde admitted that Uddhav Thackeray was the president of the party. So how could the election commission say, no, I don't recognize all this? Then, Malads, kindly come to. Moreover, the petition filed on 19/7 refers to a meeting of the Rashtriya Karyakarani as follows. Meeting of the Rashtriya Karyakarani was also convened whereby the Rashtriya Karyakarani has affirmed the election of the petitioner as the Shiv Sena senior leader and Shiv Sena Mukhya Neta. However, no notices, venue, minutes of the Rashtriya Karyakarani meeting held on 18/7 were ever produced. And Mukhya Neta is not there in the constitution. Holding of any meeting of Rashtriya Karyakarani and Eknath Shinde was also not reported in any newspaper. So they sat at home and wrote all this. Nothing to show any notice sent to anybody. Then, Malads, on 22/7, despite Eknath Shinde's group being exclusively comprised of certain MLAs acting against the then party leadership, the election commission formed an opinion.
This resolution sent to election commission.
Yes, that's all. That's all.
It was filed as part of the petition.
It is filed as part of the petition. And Malads, there is no evidence of any such meeting. If he says that Paksh Pramukh has not attended, he must have sent a notice to me. And others have not attended. There's nothing. They don't even choose to, Malads, even state that the notices were sent. You will see that in the resolution. Then, Malads, 28, Eknath Shinde's group, being exclusively comprised of certain MLAs acting against the then party leadership, commission formed an opinion that there are two rival groups of the Shiv Sena. There are no material whatsoever of rival factions in the political party. It directed the party to submit their respective documentary evidence in organizational and legislative wings of the party. Then on 26/7, the Rashtriya Karyakarni meeting referred to in para 15, petition filed on 19/7 was purportedly held on 26/7. Now, this is very interesting. As per minutes of this meeting, filed along with the counter affidavit, the purported meeting was presided by Eknath Shinde and attended by two Shiv Sena leaders, 77 deputy leaders. At the meeting, resolution to change the 2018 party constitution was passed. This is important. So they knew there is an 18 constitution. They were all appointed under the 18 constitution. They acted under the 18 constitution. Uddhav Thackeray was the first promote. They amended the 18 constitution, and despite the fact that both sides were an ad item on this, the election commission says, I don't have it, therefore I'm not going to look at it. And in paragraph 15, Malaj, where is the jurisdiction to look at the constitution? In paragraph 15, there is no reference to you will decide whether a constitution is democratic or not. That's not part of EC's jurisdiction under para 15. Somehow, Malaj, he had to come to the conclusion that I cannot look at this constitution, therefore I won't look at the organization structure of which we had overwhelming majority. And on the basis of the legislature, I will decide, which is also contrary to Squash Desai. Yes. 407. Just look at page 407, Malaj. And then I'll have done for today, Malaj. This is their meeting. 26 July. Yeah. Malaj, now 415. The meeting of Shiv Sena Karyakarni held on 26 July at Mumbai was presided over by Eknath Shinde. I'll continue. Why should I say it? We'll see. Likely to be at 2 or earlier, Malaj?
Likely to 2 p.m. only.
Okay.
So there will be some matters.
That's fine.
I have not
No, I just was asking so that I can manage my affairs.
Let's start tomorrow 2 p.m.
Deeply
We'll try to adjust other matters.
Yes, deeply obliged.
क्या चंद विधायकों का बहुमत सालों पुराने मूल राजनैतिक संगठन से बड़ा हो सकता है? क्या सिर्फ संख्या बल के दम पर किसी पार्टी के नाम और निशान पर कब्जा सही है? शिवसेना विवाद में आज देश की सबसे बड़ी अदालत यानी सुप्रीम कोर्ट में एक बार फिर हाई वोल्टेज बहस देखने को मिली। उद्धव गुट की तरफ से देश के दिग्गज और वरिष्ठ वकील कपिल सिब्बल ने कोर्ट रूम में बेहद तीखे कानूनी तर्क रखे। सिब्बल ने सीधा सवाल उठाया कि जो विधायक कल तक पार्टी प्रमुख के फैसले से चुने गए, वो आज पूरी पार्टी के वजूद को कैसे नकार सकते हैं। उन्होंने दल बदल कानून और लोकतांत्रिक सिद्धांतों का हवाला देते हुए इसे संवैधानिक आत्महत्या करार दिया। सिब्बल ने कोर्ट के सामने यह दलील भी दी कि चुनाव आयोग का फैसला कानूनी तौर पर सही नहीं था, क्योंकि मूल संगठन ही हमेशा सर्वोपरि होता है। हालांकि सुप्रीम कोर्ट की माननीय बेंच ने भी दोनों पक्षों की बात सुनते हुए कड़े कानूनी सवाल पूछे हैं और सभी जरूरी दस्तावेज जमा करने को कहा है। आखिर सिब्बल के इन भारी भरकम कानूनी तर्कों पर कोर्ट का क्या रुख रहा और क्या सिब्बल की दलीलें इस पूरे केस का रुख मोड़ देंगी? आइए इस पूरी कानूनी बहस को समझते हैं।
So let us kindly take the thinner volume, which has the list of dates, and the thicker volume, which is a consolidation of all the relevant documents.
So dates you had already given, that one or fresh one?
We now made a common list of dates, Mother, so it's better we just quickly go through that.
Yes. That's very good. Now there is one complaint.
Now it's easy as you lodges don't have to flip from one volume to another. Mother's just the thinner volume first, Mother's. Shiv Sena, Mother's, a political party, 2013 to 22 is a political party duly recognized by the Election Commission. Party holds organizational elections every 5 years, and results thereof are communicated to the Election Commission. Bharatiya Thackeray served as Shiv Sena Pramukh until his demise in 2012. After him, Uddhav was unanimously elected as Shiv Sena Paksh Pramukh. In the organizational elections held on 23/1/2013, Uddhav Thackeray had co-opted 6 deputy leaders in exercise of his discretionary powers. Now, let us note this, under Article 11A of the party constitution. This was duly communicated to the Election Commission. Now take the thicker volume and page 18 of that.
Yes, on that day also you showed.
Yes, I know, just only note one fact upon him at last but one paragraph, after the election procedure was completed, Shiv Sena Paksh Pramukh co-opted 6 deputy leaders under his absolute discretionary powers conferred upon him as per the Shiv Sena Party Constitution, Article 11A. So, Maharaj, we mentioned the article of the Constitution, and the Election Commission says, well, this is a document of 2018 that we don't have that Constitution. We tell them this is not in any other Constitution, it's only in that Constitution. Now, let's come back to the list of dates. Similarly, organizational elections were held in 2018, in which Uddhav Thackeray was again elected unopposed as Shiv Sena Paksh Pramukh. Uddhav Thackeray, in exercise of his powers under the party constitution, inter alia appointed Eknath Shinde as Shiv Sena leader. This was communicated to the Election Commission via letter dated 27/2/2018. That's at page 21 of the compilation. And I referred that to my lord on the previous occasion.
The letter of 27th February 18.
Yes. Correct? And we gave bullets who were the people who were appointed, including Eknath Shinde. At page 24 of the compilation I've given to your lordship. And they are on the website of the Election Commission. Nobody disputes any of this. So both parties, Mullahs, are in agreement on one thing, that we were appointed under a constitution which neither of us challenged.
What is the date of the earlier communication? That was
28/1/2013.
so. This Article 11A is communicated to the Election Commission in January 2013 or March 13. In any case, it is received.
Yes.
Mr. Sibal, can you just confirm from your instructing counsel? There is a signature on top right hand side at page 18.
Yes.
It might be receipt of this document.
It's received.
It is received, Mullahs.
The stamp also.
The stamp also says 13th March
20 election commission.
of the Election
So it
Commission.
is duly received on.
Yes, nobody disputes that. It's on their website even today, Mullahs.
All right. Now come to 27th February 18.
Yes, Mullahs. Now, 27th February, page 21. 27th February, organizational elections of Shiv Sena were conducted on 23rd January at Mumbai, and the information regarding the designations and names of the party office bearers sought by your office, Election Commission of India, is being enclosed herewith in format for your record. So they seek, Mullahs, in the format, and we give it to them in the format. And Mullahs, your lordships will find that at annexure 2 of that document, which is at page 24, you have Eknath Shinde, who is part of the National Executive, as one of the Shiv Sena leaders. He's item 4 there. So, Mullahs, both parties are in agreement that they were appointed by the Paksh Pramukh, which is only under the 2013-2018 Constitution. The 1999 Constitution has no Paksh Pramukh. Now, let's get back to the list of dates. Nominals. Now, this is very important. The party leadership under Uddhav Thackeray set up candidates and contested the following elections. 2014 Lok Sabha elections, secured 18 seats. 2014 Maharashtra Legislative Assembly elections, secured 63 seats. 2019 Lok Sabha elections, secured 18 seats. And 2019 Maharashtra Legislative Assembly elections for 56 seats. This is all, Mullahs, under 2013 and 2018, in which he is the Paksh Pramukh. And Mullahs, Election Commission, Mullahs, as your lordship knows, under paragraph 15, doesn't have the jurisdiction to decide whether the Constitution is valid or not valid. That's not the domain of the Election Commission under paragraph 15. And yet, Mullahs, the Election Commission goes into it and says, you're 2013-18 not on record. I don't bother about it. So you are nobody. Now, moreover, Shiv Sena under Uddhav Thackeray was part of the ruling coalition governments in Maharashtra from 2014 to 19 and 19 to 22. 19 to 22, I was the chief minister and he was a minister in my cabinet. And they never raised the issue, Malad, that I am not, there is no 2018 constitution or 2013, or that I am the political party. No issue, Malad. So how can an election commission, when both parties are in agreement that this is the structure of the party, to say, I will not accept it? Anyway. Then, Malad's election commission, the speaker of the assembly and also the honorable speaker of the Lok Sabha never disputed or doubted the capacity of Shiv Sena's party leadership under Uddhav Thackeray to set up candidates for elections, form the government and function in the house through its legislators. Moreover, without demur, Eknath Shinde served as minister in the Maharashtra government from 2014 to 19 under the leadership of Uddhav Thackeray. He functioned as part of Shiv Sena's Rashtriya Karyakarani as a leader of the nominated by Uddhav Thackeray from 2018, and also served as minister from 2019 to 22 under Uddhav Thackeray as chief minister. Thus, the party leadership of Shiv Sena under Uddhav Thackeray was never in doubt or under a cloud from any quarter, neither from the respondents nor from the constitutional authorities like the Election Commission of India or the Honorable Speaker, Maharashtra Legislative Assembly. Then 30th of October 2019 to 25th of November 2019, Uddhav Thackeray, in his capacity as party president, appointed Eknath Shinde as group leader of Shiv Sena Legislature Party and Sunil Prabhu as the chief whip. The decisions were taken at a meeting chaired by Uddhav Thackeray on the 31st of October 2019 and communicated to the Honorable Speaker via letter dated 25/11. Your Lordships will find at page 79 of the paper book.
Translated is at 84.
Translated is at 84, mothers. That's 25th of November 2018 at page 84 of the convenience compilation. The second paragraph says,
84.
84, Malad.
84.
84. Says Shiv Sena's, sorry, Malad. Newly elected members, MLAs, meeting was convened at Shiv Sena Bhavan on 31st October. The meeting was chaired by Uddhav Thackeray. All the newly elected MLAs and Shiv Sena party unanimously resolved that all the decisions of today's meeting be decided by Uddhav Thackeray and authorized Uddhav Thackeray to take all the decisions in the meeting. Thus, Eknath Shinde and Sunil Prabhu were appointed as group leader and chief whip of the Shiv Sena Legislative Party in the Maharashtra Legislative Assembly. The resolution passed in this regard is as follows. It is resolved in the newly elected MLAs meeting of Shiv Sena Party that Shri Eknath Shinde is appointed as the group leader of the Shiv Sena Party in the legislature. It is resolved in the newly elected MLAs meeting of the Shiv Sena Party that Sunil Prabhu be appointed as the chief whip of the Shiv Sena Legislature Party. So, Madas, all the details are set out underneath. So, Madas, your Lordships may come back to. Yes.
Yes.
What do you want?
Please don't touch this.
I'm not touching that. I know, but Shinde is there. So why do you want to? Then, Madas, kindly come to the 20th of June. Elections to the Maharashtra Legislative Council. This is when I told your Lordships, Madas, that's when the problem arose, were held in which certain Shiv Sena MLAs cross-voted, resulting in the MVA alliance, losing a seat to the BJP. Immediately after the MLC elections, in the night of 20th and 21st of June, 31 Shiv Sena MLAs, led by Eknath Shinde, left for BJP-ruled state of Gujarat. This is admitted in the cross-examination of the respondent's witness by Bharat Gogavle, which is at page 88 of the compilation. Your Lordships may kindly have a look at that. On the 12th, page 88. This is Mala, the witness, Gogavle. This is 24th December Well, the learned advocate hearing on behalf of the respondent tendered the original resolution of 21-6 and original whip dated such and such. The same are marked. And then the question is asked, did you inform your MLA colleagues who came to Surat later that you are in Surat in the hotel and you asked them to join you, or did they already know where to reach? His answer is, I do not know about this. However, after I went there, they came there and we met there. It's rather coincidental, Malak. I put it to you that all the MLAs gathering in one hotel in Surat was not a coincidence, but a pre-planned event. Is that correct? I do not know that. They should know how they came there. Shivaji Maharaj had gone to Surat. Therefore, I thought it must be a good place. Thus, all of them thought that this is really a nice place to go to, all together, Mullahs. And neither knew as to the other was going or not. Then, did all the MLAs, including yourself, go together to Guwahati from Surat? Yes, we went to Guwahati. Did all of you book your individual tickets or go by a chartered flight? I left for...
It is false.
It is false.
No,
That's a
there
different.
seems to be some
That-
page jumping there, if you see.
That's a different question. That's a different. That's
Maybe
leave that.
91 may be the answer.
Yes. Yes, we went to Guwahati. That's all we want. I want to show only.
91 is 90 actually.
That's correct. That's correct. That's a 61. Let's leave that out. So, but therefore, they all go to Surat first and they all go to Guwahati. And obviously, this can't possibly be by coincidence. The next is 61. Is it correct that even in Guwahati, all of you stayed in the same hotel? Yes. Since all of us are friends, we stayed in one hotel.
Page 90.
Then page,
This was at page 90.
this is at page 91, Mullahs.
That's all. That's all.
That's all. Yes. Now come back to the
This reads.
item 4, Mullahs. That is 21st of June. In light of this development, Uddhav Thackeray convened a meeting of party MLAs at his official residence on 21st of June at 12:30. At the meeting, it was decided by Uddhav Thackeray on behalf of the party to remove Eknath Shinde as group leader of SSLP and replace him with Ajay Chaudhary. A communication was sent to the Deputy Speaker by Shri Uddhav Thackeray on 21st of June. Your Lordships will find this at page 112. 112
112 is the English.
112 is the English for this.
Yes.
So the party decides, Mullahs,